Welcome to Shahista, one of Dubai's most popular Afghan restaurants.
Here is the place for Afghani bread.
Behind the scenes, traditional food is prepared for a busy night ahead. But aside from its cuisine, it's also a popular place for Afghan businessmen to meet. Here, deals are struck between importers and exporters, and foreign businesses keen to get a foothold in the Central Asian country. The restaurant is perhaps symbolic of the United Arab Emirates' wider appeal as a safe haven from conflict. Just 2.5 hours away by plane, it's seen by many Afghans as a safe place to invest money while the war rumbles on back home. One such businessman is Ahmed Shah Shahab. During the Afghan-Russia conflict in the 1980s, he ran a successful biscuit factory in Kabul. But with the Russians deposed, it was the following conflict between government forces and the Mujahideen that led to the total collapse of the banking system and safe business in the country. So in 1994, he moved to Dubai's main industrial free zone. There he set up an engine oil company that supplies petrol stations across Europe and the Gulf.
When I came to Dubai 20 years ago, there was a very limited number of Afghans here. Apart from me, there was only one other Afghan in the free zone. But now everything is changing. In Dubai, it's not only Afghan import and export businesses, there are property, car and food businesses flourishing too. Eventually, I hope there is stability in Afghanistan, so that we can take back our investment and restart our business there. Afghanistan should learn from Dubai.
But when Mr. Shahab moved to Dubai, the troubles in Afghanistan carried on, coming to a head again in 2001 when US-led forces waged war with the Taliban in retribution for the 9/11 attacks on America. A year later, Zaid Hosseini returned to his country of birth from Australia. Along with his brother, he built up an Afghan media group that includes Tolo TV, a channel with a more than 50% audience share that boasts programs like the pop music competition The Voice and all the football matches of the Afghan Premier League. Impressive when you consider the Taliban banned TV. So with such a fearless attitude, why did they move the corporate headquarters to Dubai?
After Afghanistan, we launched Farsi One, which is targeting essentially the Farsi-speaking community around the region, including Iran and the UAE and so on. And Dubai is a great place for that because we have a lot of Farsi-speaking people in this market. So it's really easy to tap into that market and hire people with that language background and skill set and knowledge of that market. For the other markets we're looking to go into, for example, the Arab-speaking market, well, Dubai is a natural hub, not just for the sort of the Middle East region, but also sort of the greater Central Asian region as well. So Dubai is much easier to sell to potential employees, especially senior employees with families, and the fact that it's a tax-free jurisdiction also helps. So these are some of the reasons why Dubai is a very interesting, ideal headquarters for us.
So a flavour there of three very different Afghan businesses. And with next year's deadline for all NATO troops to withdraw from the country, if the security situation deteriorates, Dubai could remain an investor's safe haven for some time yet.